Do I want to advertise Mountain Dew?
I mean, I don't think it needs the advertisement.
Right there. Front and center. Mountain Dew. The music podcast that the entire background is Eagles, little clip. Hi, and welcome to episode 27 of the Album Sharing Sessions.
Hello.
The music review podcast where we talk about albums that we assign each other every 3 weeks and sit down and review them. And give some more than just one music review taste. There's two of us.
There are two of us.
Yeah. We're going to be going through some changes on this. If you follow us the last 26 episodes. So there's two of us this week. There'll probably be three of us next week. It might be hit or miss every time since then. We might pick albums that are not things that people recommend. I don't know. We're just going to test some bunch of stuff out.
But we're still reviewing 3 albums this week, though.
Yeah, we're still doing all the ones from last one.
Even though it's just us two. Because we did listen to them.
Yeah.
Well, all 3 of them, so, I mean, might as well.
Yeah. So we are listening to Playing with Ghosts by Sad Academy.
Pirouette by model/actriz. I'm not sure how you pronounce their band name.
Yeah. And then A Matter of Time by Laufey. I guess how we decided that's how it's pronounced last time.
I think so. I feel like I say her name different every time I see her name pop up.
Yeah. Laufey.
That's how I said it the
that's
first
how
time.
Spelled.
The first time we listened to Bewitched, I didn't even know how her name was pronounced. That's just what I said in my brain. Laufey.
But yeah. To get the elephant that's not in the room, even though that's not the right way to say it, 'cause that's a bad joke. Timmy wanted to chew this remote and start having a Discord channel of us, which would work, but I didn't know how to do it, and through some not communicating very well, I just wasn't given enough time to figure it out. That's really it. So if we continue on just the two of us, or Ulysses, who is normally in our comments and is my brother-in-law, has said that he will step in and be a third, but this was decided yesterday, and we're on a Tristan strict schedule, just trying to give me enough time to edit it.
Yeah, we're kind of going off the cuff.
Yeah.
This episode.
And then, yeah, me and Brandon both enjoy doing this enough to where
we didn't want it to end.
We're just going to keep doing it.
Right.
It's fun to hear new music. It's a time for us to hang out. That's really all this was for me for the last little, even the idea hey, I can get my friends over and we can talk and hang out and have a purpose to do it other than just the constant trying to make plans and constantly being busy for each other. Because that's just
turns out it's hard to
even the last year and a half we've
together.
done this. It's been like sometimes we review stuff the Tuesday night before it comes out because it's just the only time any of us had available.
Wasn't that like the Viagra Boys episode? Like
it's like we went till 9:00. It's hard to do this, and all of us have full-time jobs, and also our own families and own things to be doing stuff with.
Right.
So, but we enjoy it.
So yeah, it could be in a different format, but we don't know yet.
We're in some testing grounds. Right now, this is what works and this is what I know. And while trying to raise a 3-year-old that constantly breaks in here, I don't really have the craziest amount of time to learn new stuff right now. But a different music taste might be fun. Because, like, I don't know. I don't know what he'll pick. I know what he's picking next time because he already sent it to me.
Yeah, so we'll have 3 albums once again at the end of the episode, but like Tristan said, he may or may not, like he might miss some weeks, so sometimes it might just be 2 albums we're not sure yet.
Yeah, even I'll just read off reviews, or even I had the idea of even be like, hey Ty, what album should we listen to?
Yeah, we're still trying to figure things out. But.
Yeah. It's fresh. No answers have been made. But also, this is just a little stupid thing with 31 subscribers, and
we got 31 now.
Yeah, we had like 3 more this week.
Nice.
This last little like. Bit.
I know we were like stagnating at 28 for a long time.
Anytime we'd get 29, we would lose 1. It was just constantly like that. It bounced back and forth. Somehow my mom keeps track of it better than I do. She'll call me and be like, hey, you have 40 now, or 30 now.
I wish we had 40.
That would be nice.
Thank you for subscribing, if you're keeping up with us.
She was harassing my backup at work the other day. Like, you gotta subscribe. And I was like, they're paid to listen to me. I don't think they want to listen to me anymore.
In their free time, right?
I think the last thing I would ever want to do is be like, I want to listen to my boss on my days off. And then, like, he asked for it. He's like, I looked for it, but I couldn't find you.
I mean, he could subscribe and just not watch it, you know?
Yeah. He's a big 21 Pilots fan, so he might get more haters. But yeah, I was like, look, I sent him a link to it. I was like, look, here's the link. Don't feel like you need to do this. Football season started.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
It was a fun 2 weeks for Bengals fans.
The 2-0.
We've got, well, I guess 1.5 week.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're already thinking about next season.
You can keep your fingers crossed you get Jameis Winston.
Yeah, but it's like Mike Brown. He's a cheapskate. Like, I don't think he knows the definition of the word trade.
Even if Jameis Winston isn't like the best, it would be fun.
It would be fun, and that's exactly why they're not going to do it. Like, they just want to.
But also, there's a weird part
way.
of my brain that thinks that putting Jameis Winston with like Jamar Chase would be a recipe for a good time.
It'd be awesome.
Just throwing random balls way downfield for somebody to catch, and he'll be there.
I don't know, because the Giants, they just benched Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
And they're starting their rookie, so like, I don't know. You're right. Like, if he gets hurt, are they going to go to Winston or back to Wilson? Like, I don't know. I just don't foresee the Bengals making any trade moves because they
don't even want to sign their own guys.
Seldom, I can probably count on one hand the amount of times they've made a trade, especially mid-season.
Yeah. Oh, but intros. I'm Tristan. Oh wait, I had a different one. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm Tristan. I was gonna say.
You're right about that.
Gather around, children. I'll tell you a music review, and then this is Brandon, and he, in your eyes, he's naked. That's it.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't really make sense to do one for Laufey.
No. No, I had one too. I was pretty upset.
I'll bring it up. The space over here is
keeps chasing my kid. That was my plan. Or immediately, I was like, wait, my kid's name is on this album.
So is my album. Like, she says Pirouette.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that makes a lot of sense, though. There's a whole ballet in the middle.
Right. It was almost like we planned that.
This might become the fantasy football podcast. Because I'm in a league with Ulysses. And you're my side coach.
So, yeah, I'm not in the league, but, like, it's his first time playing. And I've been playing for, like, 11 years, so I'm trying to give him some advice. But we're both 3-0 as of now. But,
as of right now.
This will come out next week, so things will change.
Yeah, it'll be a whole different week of football games. Thursday game would have already happened.
Yeah, we're recording this right before week 4 kicks off. Or, well, the Thursday game already kicked off, but the Saturday before the Sunday games kick off.
Not that anybody cares about Arizona or the Seahawks.
Yeah, I didn't watch. I saw Seattle almost blew it, but
a couple times.
Other than that, I didn't catch much of the game.
It's like that Bengals-Browns game where it felt like they were both fighting to lose. That's how that game felt, just watching highlights. Like, within, like, the first quarter, like, the dude intercepted it, and then he fumbled it, and then he still celebrated. Like, they got the turnover.
I lost James Conner on my fantasy team, so I had no interest in watching. If I still had him, then maybe I would have watched it, but...
Cooper Cup got me 6 points.
It just would have made me sad.
To get in the music reviewing, though.
Yeah, do you want to do, like, Laufey's briefly, or, like...
I honestly think I'll do that one last. She's by far the biggest artist of the 3 here. And by, like...
I just figured we would have the least to say about it, because...
Yeah.
It wasn't our pick, but...
It might be short. This might be the shortest episode we ever do. There's only 2 of us, and yeah,
we're not really sure, like... we're not sure how it's gonna go. I mean, it'll be a normal episode as far as, like, our schedule and all that. It's just there is one less of us. So.
Yeah, so one less reviewer, one less opinion, one less... What'd you do this week?
Yeah.
So... I briefly mentioned it a couple of times before I picked them, but did you catch on to why I picked Sad Academy?
Because I remember you saying that, and I was trying to find out, like, what you meant by that, and, like, I could not find, like, any info on this band at all. Like, I was, like, looking up, like, you know, Sad Academy band, like, all I could get was just, like, their website, like, they were selling, like, a t-shirt, and, like,
I didn't even get that far.
And, like, there was some ticket sales, I guess, but I couldn't find, like, a Wikipedia page. Like, I don't know who's in this band. Like, I don't know nothing about them.
I'm almost in the same boat, where I don't know either, much of anything. So I found them through Mayday Parade subreddit, where somebody had posted, like, a questionnaire that they're like, what's your favorite Mayday Parade style song by a different band? And somebody put Playing with Ghosts, or, like, the poster put Playing with Ghosts. Because Mayday Parade does the longer song that starts out with a piano, then builds into, like, guitar solos and stuff a lot.
I was going to say, this band likes to do that, too, from what I heard from this album.
And so I was like, ooh, Mayday Parade's one of my favorite bands. This says it sounds like that, so I listened to Playing with Ghosts, and I was like, I'll just give this whole album a listen. It's only, like, 36 minutes or whatever it is. And I liked it. And then I started trying to look more into them.
This is Sad Academy, by the way.
Sad Academy.
The band. I don't know if we said that. Like,
we are starting with Sad Academy. Artist Playing with Ghosts as their album name. out March 22nd of 2024. And so I don't have a review for them. Because
I was gonna say I would be shocked if you could find a review, because I like this. I was like, does he just know this? Like, is this a local band? Like,
they're not. I think, from what I could tell from where they play, they're probably like up north, like New York area. I don't know for a fact, but they play like Massachusetts. And, like,
yeah, I just like when I tell you, like, there was just like zero info on this band online.
And then why I picked them is that they have 94 monthly listeners on Spotify total.
Yeah, I mean that sounds about right. Like,
94. Which I didn't know. I hadn't seen something that low. Not to like pick on or like.
No, yeah, it's just.
But I always was just like, hey, I could at some point in this music review thing find smaller bands. I've just never seen a 90.
Finding something sub 100 listeners is crazy. Like.
Yeah, like I have friends that are in bands that have like a couple thousand, and it's like, oh, that must be like the base. Because I have friends that I grew up with from in a church that's in a band called Ends of Sanity. They're a harder band, and I follow them because like they're my friends. And for them having at least a couple thousand, I was like, oh, that must just be the base. And then I was like, 93. When I found them, it was 93. No, it's 94 now.
From North Carolina?
Yeah.
Oh.
They moved there.
I was gonna say.
That's why.
I was like, do I have the right band?
We fell out of touch.
Oh yeah, they got 16,000.
Yeah, we were in one of those.
They have a song that is almost at 1 million plays.
Yeah, so no, like they're known. They've been opening for like bigger bands in the hardcore scene and stuff. Like I follow like where they're gonna be. They were in Louisville a couple days ago, and I was like, I would have went because I keep trying to go to shows of theirs, but again from North Carolina. But yeah.
But yeah, 94. Listeners is crazy.
But I like the idea of putting a band that has less than 100 listeners, like giving a review and like.
Hey, our video. Yeah, I would say our video might help them, like even a tiny bit. Like maybe if one or two people sees this video and is like, oh, I'll check them out.
Probably Ulysses, but they went from 93 to 94.
So I don't listen on Spotify, so like. I didn't get to add to that number,
but then like I knew Timmy would get it spoiled for him because the YouTube plays, like how many plays a song has, is on there, and like the closing track has 17 views. If I know, coming from a small channel that has 31 subscribers, that any one number means a lot.
Yeah.
So if even one person from this. Or one person from there, this could be mutually beneficial.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even if it's not like a whole bunch of people, like even just one or two people checking it out could still be beneficial to either party.
So that's why. That's the rundown.
You wanted to help them out.
Either way, if they want to help us, if like their family finds this, or if our families find them, I thought it might be cool. But yeah.
So, yeah, like with all that said, with the band as tiny as this, they, like if I had known that beforehand, I would have been more surprised when I listened to the album, because it's like, this actually sounds like very well produced.
Yeah, it's self-produced too. Their label is Sad Academy.
Oh, okay.
Like, they did it themselves. I'm impressed by
it. Yeah, like it doesn't sound like it was recorded like in someone's basement or whatever, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If I were to hear, oh, this band only had 90 listeners, like oh, this probably is gonna suck. Like
they also self-produced, and they also like, I don't know. I was expecting a lot more listeners.
But yeah, like it doesn't sound like, it sounds like they'd have thousands and thousands of listeners just based on, you know, their production style. Just that alone, like it just like it sounds expensive, I guess would be the right word. Like,
it sounds good. It doesn't sound like old punk, basically.
Right, like recorded through someone's phone, like
from a mile away, or right up next to it.
Like like it's legit. Like,
but like
I kind of, you know, I thought they would have a lot more listeners.
Yeah, I did too. That's why it's really it. I found this like 2 plays ago, like 2 rounds ago, and I was like, at some point I'm going to do this because I think it is cool how little they have with how good it sounds. It's also my type of music though too.
Yeah.
Like it is the emo loud or soft to loud.
So like when it started with like the seance prologue track, I'm like, oh, this is different from what Tristan usually picks. Like this is like dark, ambient, moody, and then it goes into like the emo. It's like, oh, okay, there it is. Like,
but then like even having the interlude and the 2 songs, the intro and outro. I like the little piano bits. I thought they were cool.
Yeah,
they're there.
It's kind of like, I feel like it gives the album a bit of not like a huge deal, but it gives it a bit of an identity crisis. It's like it's not sure what direction it wants to go in sometimes. Like, because sometimes it wants to be the dark, moody, and then other times it just is like Fall Out Boy, like that kind of sound.
But maybe that's just why I like it. But it is pretty short. It is technically really 6 songs, if you take out the intro, outro, and the interlude. But they're all good. I quite like the. I think Fall Apart's my favorite because, like, again, not to keep bringing it up, but a band this small having like choruses that have tempo changes halfway through, guitar solos that like fit and match the song. Like they're all crazy professionals. And it all sounds good, and not that I can break into like what their names are. I don't know anything about them. I can't find anything about them. I know the girl or guy, I don't actually know, in that subreddit for Mayday Parade said that they were like at Sad Summer that year, and that's how she found them because they were like, hey, we're in a band, and if you like Mayday Parade.
I was gonna say, like this is like right. I'm not like very familiar with Mayday Parade, but like
it's kind of just playing with ghosts.
It's.
But
I was gonna say, like it was definitely giving Fall Out Boy, as I mentioned, like a little bit of MCR.
Yeah, I was grouping them in the same thing as like the post MCR people that want to sound like them, or like this and Save Face and like the Requiem. All those are good, by the way. The MCR sounding like bands are all good, at least as far as I know.
I mean, I don't know if MCR sounds like MCR anymore, but
yeah, that's true. They don't sound like anything. They play Black Parade front to back, do a whole stage show now. They just announced new shows or tours for that too, or dates for that. I'll be on vacation during that.
Are they coming out with it? Because like they had that new song like when we saw them a couple years ago. There's like nothing since then.
There's been a handful of rumors where they were going to release more and more stuff, but like this year they did a 20-year of Black Parade, and they're continuing that into next year. So like 2 years worth of tour, but they're also selling it. Like they're playing the closest date here that's not a festival is the Titans Arena. Like they're playing football stadiums.
So the Titans are getting a new stadium, so I wonder if that might be like one of the last shows that if they're playing at the old stadium.
Whatever is what it says. I don't know if it would change the name, but Titan Stadium's in a cool spot. I'm surprised that they would. Is it just outdated, I guess?
Yeah, it's just old. Like same thing with Buffalo Bills. Like they're getting a new stadium next year. It's like both cases they're like right next to the other stadium.
Oh, okay. Because I think Nashville is set up to where the Titans Stadium is at the end of the strip, and it looks really cool there.
Yeah, because I pass it when my family and I we drive through Nashville every year for our vacation to Florida, and I always look out for like, oh yeah, there's the Titans Stadium, and the past couple of years they've been doing a lot of construction next to it, building this new stadium.
I'm sure. I got uncomfortable. I'm sitting at the post of this table.
Yeah, you're not in your chair either. I mentioned that before we record, but
I felt weird.
His chair's over there. I don't know
if I was in like a crazy big chair, then Brandon just sitting in the normal one.
I doubt anybody
wouldn't matter.
I doubt anybody would even notice.
The things that I would look at while I'm editing, I'm like, why am I in a huge chair and Brandon's in a normal chair? I was looking for like office chairs with like that little swervy back thing for you guys, so that it wasn't just kitchen chairs.
No. I'm fine right now.
And this is better than what we did have. I did have you guys in metal chairs.
Yeah, the one at the old house was like this is an improvement for sure.
And then I mostly got that because I was editing in those metal chairs because I was editing in the music room there. And this room gave me claustrophobia up until a little bit ago. Until I cleaned it. So I was like, I'm not editing in there. So I've been editing on a little, like, one of those lap things. Sitting on a couch. Been comfy. But.
You're right, yeah. So we got a bit of a sidebar there.
That's what we do.
Yeah, we're not professional music reviewers. Like, if you made it this far, like, without realizing that.
Fantano did a video the other day talking about, like, somebody talking crap about him. He was going on a rant about what professional music reviewers should be, and I was like, oh, that's not me. It's like, while I'm in the music review business, really in the have a topic but really get off topic
right
real
like
fast.
We're just like we have a general discussion about the albums, and then it's like whatever, like, yeah, it's a free-for-all, like anything goes.
Yeah, I was gonna go on another tangent, but I really like this. It falls a little bit off like a high bar for me because it is only 6 songs if you really break it down. I just do like each one of the songs. Yeah, like, you're right, but, like, when listening to it, like, it doesn't feel like 6 songs. Yeah,
like,
because, like, where you go is 5.5.
Right, because, like, the songs that are there are on the longer side, plus the interludes, like, flow with the album together.
Actually, I didn't realize that Obituary was almost 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Until looking at this right now.
Like, on my second listen, I was like, oh, I'm near the end, and I looked at my phone, and I'm like, oh, like, I guess I'm not as close as I thought.
Yeah, I guess it is still 36 minutes, so it's a longer 6 songs. I do like all the songs. I think Fall Apart is my favorite. I don't have a least.
I was going to say, I don't have a song that, like, I don't like, but, like, I also don't really have a favorite necessarily. Like, it's all just kind of, like, good. Like good, but not great. Like, I like the album, but, like, I'm not, like, super jazzed about it or nothing.
I think that might be exactly where I'm at with it.
But, like, it was a solid listen. I mean, I guess my favorite probably, like, if I had to pick one, would probably be Playing with Ghosts. But
okay.
Like I said, like, it's really, like, anybody's game there. Like, the like, quote unquote real songs on there, like, they're all pretty decent.
Yeah. So. And the piano didn't. I don't know. I like listening to it. I still have them downloaded. Normally, I'm like, it'll intro delete, it'll outro delete.
Well, I think, it serves a purpose. Like I said, it helps the flow of the album like that. That's how they envisioned it going. Like, I think it would feel kind of empty without them.
It reminded me of like the Visions interlude where it has like the girl talking, and it reminded me of Greatest Mistake in My Life from Holy Absence because it sounded like that. Like the interlude of just a lady talking. I've heard some really bad interludes. And that's an example of a good one. There's an album that's been on the back of my mind to pick that has an interlude that actually takes like 3 points away from it because it's so bad.
There was, well, we were talking about Notorious B.I.G. on the way here, and one of his albums is just like him in an orgy or whatever, and it's like fun. It's like, why is this, like, why did you feel the need to include this?
I'm not familiar enough, but yeah, that sounds...
Yeah. But yeah, it's like, that's an example of a bad interlude. I would not say anything on here is bad.
Yeah, I think there is a future where, like, they release more and somehow become more skilled and...
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like there's potential here.
I'm going to keep following them if they continue. I'm a fan.
I think all it will really take is just like one song, like, blowing up on TikTok or whatever, and they're there.
I have a weird tendency to notice bands right before they blow up too, so for Sad Academy, I hope this is your case, if that's what you want. But I had a good time with this. This was my fun one this week. Or anytime I wanted to, like, wake up or have fun.
Which is kind of funny, because it's like, you say it's your fun one, and it's like, you look at the album cover, the band's called Sad Academy. You hit the play button, and it's just like creepy piano, and it's like, oh yeah, this is my fun album.
Yeah.
But it's like, it is kind of deceiving. Like I said, like, it's a bit of an identity crisis with this album.
I think everything they've done is black and white too, at least for this album. But I see a future where I give them a 10 at some point. But with this one, I'd probably go with like a 7.75.
Yeah, I was gonna go with the 6. Like, just like a solid album. Like, just something to listen to that's like pretty easy going.
Yeah.
But it's not like a long listen. It's pretty easy listen, even though there is a song that's 9 minutes long.
Yeah. I didn't even notice until
right, yeah.
And this was my pick. Like I went into this listening to it a couple times before it. I knew that Playing with Ghosts was like 7 minutes because it was like it's the first song I was introduced to, and I was like, ooh, 7 minutes.
So yeah, I don't know. Like we were talking about this earlier. Like obviously, it will affect our averages for going forward. Because I keep a spreadsheet of like all of the albums that we picked like before we started recording. After, like, even though the scores are on there, like, in the video, like, I just like to keep, like, a record of it all.
It's nice to not have to...
But it's not the first time that it's, like, our averages have been thrown off because of someone, like, leaving the group. And...
We were 5 people at one point.
Yeah.
And nothing ever got a good score that entire amount of time.
Yeah, and then it's, like, as soon as it went down to, like, 3, the averages started going up, so...
Somehow as soon as it was like... Somehow it was 5 people that were always hanging out on like a weekly basis, including my wife. And somehow we never...
None of us could agree on anything.
On any of it. It was always like a 5 or a 4 or a 6.
And that's like... That's like being... That's a good score if it averaged out at a 5. Like, that meant like at least some of us agreed.
So 2, this round, if we actually sees what he wanted to do it, we'd probably add it in, but he's not here right now.
Yeah, so as it stands, you said 7.75, right? Mm-hmm. I just want to make sure. Yeah, so as it stands, it's a 6.9.
Yeah.
So, I feel like, I don't know, that might have been like what it would have been around anyway, like probably a little lower, but...
Yeah, Timmy doesn't like emo music.
Right.
So, we'll see. I just keep doing this.
Just making sure it's awake.
I'm the audio engineer. Sometimes it just shuts off. I was going to do Pirouette next from Actriz.
Alright. Oh, yeah, because you said we were doing Laufey last.
She's like 250 times bigger than even Actriz. Model/actress.
Something more.
Has 126.5 thousand monthly listeners on Spotify. I don't know.
So yeah, they're a newer band. Like this is their second album, in 2 years, I believe. I could be.
I found that out last night. I was looking at their Spotify list. It was like Dog's Body or something.
Yeah, which I hadn't listened to that. I hear that album goes pretty hard, but I haven't listened to that one.
A lot of the reviews on the album of the year stuff, because when I pull those, I do them the night before because I don't want them to sway mine. But a lot of people are saying the last one's better. But I don't know that because I haven't listened to it.
I might. Like I said, I haven't listened to the Dog's Body, but like when I listen to this, they are at their best when they're going like harder. Like, so if their previous album is more like that, then I might resonate more with that album. But we'll see. I don't know. I'll have to check it out because I did like Pirouette, but I feel like this band has a very obvious strength, and then like. They don't utilize it enough, I think.
Yeah.
Because, like, so, I guess just to, like, explain, they're kind of like a dance punk, like, they have, like, dark, like, synth vibes to them. I don't know if they actually have, like, a synthesizer, though. I think that's all played on instruments.
Cool.
It doesn't sound like it's coming from a synthesizer, anyway. I don't know for sure.
It doesn't sound like it's coming from instruments, though, either. So.
Yeah, it's weird, like... like the opening of like Diva. I think. Hold on, I'm gonna play it real quick. Yeah, like he's just like plucking a guitar, but it goes into like when the bass drops and stuff. It kind of sounds like real dancey, like synth vibes.
Yeah, there's a song on the new 21 Pilots album where they were asking, like the fans were asking the producer like what instrument it was, and it was a saxophone, but he took a sample of a saxophone, broke it up, and played it on piano, like different parts, and made that beat. So maybe it's stuff like that, where it's like instruments, but broken up and weird.
Yeah. So like I'm not exactly entirely sure what instruments I'm listening to 100% of the time on this album, but for the most part, I like what I'm hearing. So I can't really complain.
Pirouette came out on May 2nd of 2025. It's my mom's birthday. And
happy birthday.
Both of these last two albums on this episode actually had like good, compelling reviews on Album of the Year, and I was actually kind of impressed because that is not what I normally find.
Yeah, it's usually just either Formula Guy or just like people that don't understand the rating system.
Or like there are actual really good like picked apart parts of it that I like agree with, and I was like, well, I can't pick this because then it's just me feeding my own.
I mean, if it's what you feel, like you can't.
But then I also found one that just is a 40 out of 100 that just says gay.
I mean, they got a point. Like,
they do have a point.
I didn't realize because I didn't like really pay that close attention to the lyrics. Like when I picked this, I was like, "Wow, it's like this is." I've seen some other people say this, but like this is pretty much just gay 9 Inch Nails. Like,
yeah, yeah, you're not wrong. But there was like somebody that's like pretty low on the reviews on there that said like talking about their like music theory class they took and what the professor taught them, and then them noticing it for the first time in this album. I was like, these are actually good reviews. Like I'm used to just garbage on this website. But it doesn't make
because there's no filter. Like anybody can post anything on there.
And like most of them took my own words out of my mouth, and I was like, well, I can't do that because.
I mean, if you were thinking them, then I don't think it's really like like they're not on Album of the Year. They're from your thoughts.
They're on the Ass podcast.
Yeah. But what did you think of the album? In your own words, I guess.
I don't even know. It starts cool. I think Vespers and Cinderella are my two favorite on the whole album. Where I was looking forward to it, and then the album keeps going, and I stopped liking it as much.
I was gonna say this album has. It goes with what I was saying, like. Because the first 4 songs, I think, are all really good.
Yeah.
And all 4 of them like are on like the more dancey, like harder stuff. Like they're not like a heavy band, but like compared to what comes after, like it's like night and day.
No, but even like lyrically, if you are picking apart the lyrics, like Cinderella, him just talking about wanting a Cinderella birthday party and then being told that's weird, and like I don't know, I like lyrics that are like just the zeitgeist and what people are thinking. So like, oh, this is gonna be fun and good, and then past headlights I kind of just check out, or it becomes annoying.
Yeah. I'm kind of with you because I like there are some cuts I like on the latter half of this album, like specifically Departures and Doves are pretty good.
Right.
But like their slower songs like Acid Rain is like it's all right, but it's like it's not really what I want to hear from this album.
Yeah.
And then like Ring Road is just like not good. Like Ring Road is just a bunch of noise.
Yeah, that's for some reason these last whatever does the thing that I talk about in this podcast a lot, where it just like it became one big song that kind of just either annoyed me or just did this. So I couldn't be like Ring Road's bad or like Doves is good, but like the whole section was just like I don't want any of this in my.
I think if you were to go back and like just listen to Departures or Doves, you might have a better appreciation for them. But like I see where you're coming from, because the second half of this album is pretty bogged down in mediocrity, unfortunately. Because it starts very very strong. Like I think the first 4 songs on this Vesper, Cinderella, Poppy, and Diva are all like fantastic. It's kind of a shame they don't like keep that momentum going. Yeah. In my opinion.
But I'm also not against. I think it would be quite interesting to listen to an album of just a guy talking about his experiences of being gay or coming out, or like I thought this was what this was going to be with the first couple tracks.
I mean, yeah, like it certainly gives you that impression, but
because like I'm not.
After Diva, it's I guess Headlights. He also talks about that, but
yeah. Headlights is just like I came out to this girl first, and I wanted to be with her friend.
Yeah, Headlights is just
it's just
Headlights is also a good interlude. Like just like speaking of interludes, like I don't like I said Acid Rain. It's just like okay, but like Headlights actually is like a pretty good interlude to that song, even though it's like that's at the point in the album when it starts to get like real slow paced.
It bookends it, or like maybe if Headlights wasn't there, it wouldn't be just as noticeable as like the hard line in the sand that I have.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're reading a book and it's like that. Yeah, like that's the end of that chapter. Is like Headlights is like okay, we're moving on to the.
Okay, well the first chapter was the only good one.
Right.
I felt like an old man with this album because I couldn't hear a lot of it a lot of the time starting out. Or like my first listen, I like. Couldn't hear it in my headphone at all. It's like, what is happening? It got real quiet.
This is a really good like headphones album. I will say, like if you have like the AirPods like that, like enhance like the bass, but like it helps a lot with this album for sure.
With all my ear infections, I have headphones that sit on the outside of my ear now, so that did not help.
Yeah, this one goes pretty hard, like with the right setup.
Yeah.
At least the first couple tracks, anyway.
But yeah, then starting after I got that this was just going to be a more quiet album, I had to start like turning it up like way louder than any other album in my car just to hear it.
Yeah, and then like Ring Road like destroys your system. Like, it just comes in with like just construction noises.
Okay, that is the song. Okay, this is bad. That is where I would call this album annoying, but I didn't know it was his own song.
Yeah, like that's a case of them like going too far in one direction, like we did say that like they excel at the more dance / heavy vibes, but that's too far off the cliff. Like that it loses the dance aspect of it, I guess. Like it loses the groove and the like funk that they have.
Even almost past like a Jane Remover doing the same thing. I think they went further.
Yeah, like just too heavy in one direction there. But yeah, I mean like this I like most of my albums I find this was like rated very highly on rateyourmusic.com and I was like, oh yeah, I'll check it out. Like
Album of the Year has it as like a must listen.
Yeah, well. Like it's definitely good but not great. Like kind of like the previous album. Although I like more from this album. Like I would definitely go back and listen to this more than Sad Academy, but I kind of wish I liked it a little more than I did. I don't think it's a bad album. Yeah. I just wish it kept the momentum from the start of the album all the way through.
Didn't know until last night about how like well reviewed it was throughout like the critics scene, and like a lot of the reviews and stuff are just like I feel like this is just rated high because it's different. Stuff like that. Where it's like, you know what? I kind of get that.
I mean, they definitely do some like creative and cool stuff that like I haven't.
It wasn't a waste of time.
Heard.
I didn't hate
very it. Like hardly any, if any, people do. Like they definitely like have a sound to them.
Not much more to say.
Yeah, like I would recommend if you want to listen to this album, just pick any of the first 4, and like if you like what you hear, just listen to it all. But don't expect the second half to be as good as the first.
Second half brings it down a lot in my book, in the Tristan review world book of most important reviews ever published. probably go with like a 3.5.
Oh wow.
That last half brought it down really bad for me.
I was gonna say I don't like it didn't bring it down enough for me to give it like a low score because I still like there are like 6 to 7 tracks on here that I really do like. So
yeah,
I guess with that said, I'll give it a 7.
Not bad enough though. I'm not still interested in what the other one sounds like. I might try to give it a listen at some point.
Would you 3.5?
Yeah. Upsettingly, because I was going into it like, oh, Vespers and Cinderella and all these other ones sound cool.
It has a tentative rating of 5.25.
Where am I going? What am I doing with my life? Bloop.
Oh, I didn't mention, but I somehow avoided it. But Poppy, that's my favorite on the album.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought you were talking about. I thought you were
the artist Poppy.
The artist Poppy.
Yeah, I didn't because I just kind of like grouped all 4 like the opening 4 together, but the song Poppy's my like stand out from this album, and least favorite to Ring Road. If that wasn't obvious.
I think that might be most people's least favorite because that is quite not good. So.
Well.
Laufey. Have to put her last just for sake of how we normally structure this podcast. Has 25.2 million monthly listeners on Spotify. Straight up like 205% more.
Yeah, it's like
2,005%.
If you combine Model Actress and Sad Academy, it's still like 25 million more.
Sad Academy doing the heavy lifting there, of course. It's like comparing our stuff to like Anthony's stuff. Like we can hit 100 most of the time, and then he gets a lot. But yeah, not that related to any views last time.
Yeah, it didn't really help us too much. Not she didn't pull a Sabrina Carpenter, that's for sure.
Even with the new album, I remember the monthly listeners being about the same. Maybe another million, maybe not. Yeah, where's that? Like on a behind the scenes like bar graph discussion. It's our slowest growing video other than our blurry face ranked video that I might just pull down at some point. Because there's like a large discretion between that and all of our other videos.
That's really weird that like...
I thought it was going to do great.
Like just nobody is interested, I guess.
And what's funny is that like, so YouTube Studios, the app that you use for all your metrics and stuff, gives you like this video versus all your other videos or like your last 10. And the blurry face ranked one was like number 2 when it first came out. Like it got the most views early and then dropped off a cliff.
Yeah, it just stopped.
Never got another one. Or like even our first 3 videos get like the occasional, like every couple of weeks it'll be like 3 views. And it's like, hey, cool, that one just dead stopped. Never again.
Yeah, it's dead and buried.
Maybe even released an album since then, which normally kicks up some views, but nope. That's a bad video anyway. If there's a bad video on the whole channel to avoid, it's the blurry face ranked video. I was sick while making it, and I didn't notice till afterwards that our mouths are off, and it bugs me so much.
Maybe YouTube's doing us a favor there.
Yeah, it's not a good first impression. But the guy that picked this album is not here. I don't have an intro. We've talked about Laufey before.
Yeah, we've reviewed her album Bewitched.
We've also covered an album that has a cover of one of her songs on it, so she's been brought up a couple times.
That is to say this isn't our first go around with
we are
Laufey.
familiar.
Yeah.
Familiar enough to bring her.
We knew what we were getting into, basically. Like, we knew it was going to be like old timey, like jazz pop.
I thought it was just going to branch off and start doing hardcore. But yeah, no, it's the same like 40s to 50s styles jazz type sound, if you want to call it even that. It's
I mean, it definitely is that. It's like it's just like with a like slight modern twist on it, but it's like
you take the modern pop girl and put her in the 50s.
Right.
That's Laufey. This album came out August 22nd of 2025. It's only a couple weeks old, probably about a month. Then I found a review that, again, same thing as the last one, where it's like, I agree with a lot of these. I found one that's a 20 out of 100 that just says, fourth time is not a charm.
This is her fourth album?
I guess.
Yeah, I didn't know she had that
that's
many albums.
clever. I like that one.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, she has Everything I Know About Love. It looks like her first album, and then like an orchestral album.
Yeah.
So
it looks like Night at the Symphony.
Yeah.
Might be what they're considering their second album.
Which, I don't know.
It's kind of cool that she does instrumentals for all her albums, then. Now I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
There's a matter of time instrumental already, too. Be some lullaby music, but still. It came out a day before the album. At least on here.
Interesting. Well, Apple Music's not very trustworthy.
But, I would make a lot of sense to be like, hey, listen to the sounds before the actual lyrics. That's cool. If that is the case.
It's probably not.
Yeah, because even this says August 24th, and Google said August 22nd, so... Whatever. I was telling myself I was going to go back and watch our last Laufey review so that I knew what I was talking about and what I scored the last one. But I didn't.
I remembered what I scored the last one. I scored it a 7 because I was keeping that in the back of my mind when I was listening to this. Like, I just can't help but to compare it.
Yeah,
to
it's the next album. It's
the previous album.
Came out just over or under 2 years after the last one.
But it's it's pretty much more of the same. Like, there's not a ton of evolution here from Bewitched. In fact, some of the songs just sound like they could have been like B-sides off of Bewitched.
Honestly, Lover Girl just sounds like from the start.
It's again. I was getting, there's a couple songs that like that in the beginning of Mr. Eclectic.
Okay.
They both, I'm like, oh, is this from the start? Oh no, it's not.
From the start, just on this album.
Yes. But yeah, like Lover Girl for sure is like, hey, From the Start was my most like successful song ever. Let's just try and do that again. Is kind of what it's like. It's not a bad song. No. That song was enjoyable.
But From the Start was also the best one on the last
right.
one too.
Like, it just kind of felt like she was trying to recapture that same magic.
Some of the reviews on Album of the Year were making fun of that, where they were just like saying stuff like, you're already out of ideas, that you're already making your number one song again.
Yeah, like, I don't want to be too harsh on her because it's like, I guess there's only so much you can do with this kind of musical style. Like, obviously, jazz, like, as a genre, like, they do have a lot of variations, but, like, with this vocal jazz, like, slow pace, like, 50s, like, there's really only so much you can do.
Yeah. There was, there's a review on here that I will take. I think it summed it up pretty well. At least, like, in what I agree with. I also definitely did not type laundry, but I got laundry. Laundry. This iPad just like, you don't want to listen to Laufey or see reviews, you want to look at laundry. No, this one's also a must-hear album. So, take that with what you will. But from a personal standpoint, I don't remember Charm all that much other than From the Start. And we did it like less than a year ago. And I think I'm kind of in the same boat, but I come out of this one thinking it's a better album. think that one had higher singles, like songs that stood out more, but like lower lows and more of them. This one is just kind of the same thing throughout it. It's a 37. They have a short review and a long review, but it says, every Laufey project you can expect 3 things: great vocal performances, insultingly basic love song lyrics that have some guy, and instrumentals that sound straight off of a metaphorical Fallout radio inspired bossa nova playlist on Spotify. And then they go into like track by track.
Oh,
like, it's a really good review.
Yeah, I kind of, I mean, they're not wrong. Like,
no, the bullet points there are spot on.
I do agree with their bullet points. Like, it's just, like it's a bit shallow.
The first, if you go to album of the year and go to user review and short worst to best, the first one says 0 out of 100 loaf of bread.
That guy also got autocorrected. He's
But yeah. But no.
I think if you combined some of the songs off of this and Bewitched, you'd have a pretty good album.
Yeah.
Like, just like pick and choose like the best of each. Put them. But yeah, I don't know. Like, A Matter of Time it just feels like a DLC pack to Bewitched. Like, it just feels like an extension of that one.
It's probably, like, I don't want to get into the psyche of the Laufey fandom, but that's probably why we don't get very much views off YouTube when we talk about it. Because, like, you just listen to it. It exists. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't hate the album at all. It's just, like, I guess I was just looking for more.
Yeah, I just can't imagine any person's brain being like, I want to go see what everybody thinks about Laufey. Because it just, yeah, I don't know.
It's just, it's like, it's just innocent, like, it's hard to hate on it, but it's like,
even if Timmy was here, I don't think we would have much more to talk about.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I will say this though, I think Too Little Too Late is really good. Like, I think that is like by far the standout track from this album.
Yeah.
Because there is like a build to that, like, that I was not expecting. Like the ending of that, like, actually, like there's like a crescendo in it, like, whereas like, she doesn't, from the 2 albums I've listened to her, she doesn't seem to do that at all. So, like, that caught me off guard, and
I
like,
remember that being a good song.
Yeah, like that was by far the best song on this album.
I'll probably agree. There are songs on here where, like, I don't like her vocal delivery too, though. Where, like, while she's great, it's like some of her deep registers, like, sounded off with the recording, I think, and I was like, that doesn't sound very good. I think it was a production issue and not a Laufey's voice issue, but at the same time, it is a big modern record that really shouldn't have production issues. She has 25 million monthly listeners. I think I don't have the songs up anymore, but the one about a castle is the one that comes to mind. Just her voice going deeper register.
Castle in Hollywood.
Yeah, that one. I like it, other than like it seems like the few production hiccups that I just noticed. Sabotage is not a Beastie Boys cover.
That's what I was like. I'm glad you thought that too. Like, when I saw that on the track list, I'm like,
I want the piano version of.
I was kind of, it got my hopes up a little bit. I was like, wouldn't that just be hysterical if
Laufey covering Beastie Boys? It would give this album like a 9, just for fun.
Tough Luck's pretty good too. It's got like it's kind of like cringy moments in there. Like the lyrics of that song like aren't the greatest, but like it's got a good melody and like rhythm going to it.
And then I didn't like the bonus track. I don't know if you listened to it.
I didn't.
It didn't really seem to need to be there. Sabotage was a good ender. Like, the last minute of Sabotage is like this big instrumental bit that came out of kind of nowhere too.
Yeah.
I don't know if you caught it. I caught it after looking at reviews where like some of them were just like, "What was the ending of Sabotage?" I was like,
you're talking about like the violin. That's kind of like it's like shrieking almost.
Like it goes from her doing Laufey stuff to like within a couple seconds.
Yeah,
But yeah, it goes kind of crazy towards the end for some reason. Doesn't sound bad though.
No, that's like nothing sounds bad on this album. I don't think, but it's like
this is not something I.
It's just like there's also not like a lot of meat on the bone here. Like
it exists. There's also a weird part in my brain that I'm just kind of over the guys suck lyrics.
Which was like my main complaint with Bewitched, because like all of the songs except for Letter to My 13-Year-Old Self was about a guy. Like
yeah, it's the same thing here.
And exactly.
And all of them are like either I fell in love fast or guys suck.
It's either about a guy or clocks. She really went for the time motif on this album.
And Silver Lining is basically what a lot of metalcore bands also already have, is the "we'll be in hell but at least we'll be together" lyric, and it's like I've heard this 100 times from Bring Me the Horizon and Bad Omens, and
she's just missing the undertow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just an album. It's music that exists. If you like it, cool. It doesn't insult me in any way, shape, or form, but I'm not gonna go back to it either.
I think I'll go back to a couple tracks, but yeah, like as an album, probably not.
But yeah, I think when I was younger, I liked the other sex sucks songs a lot more than I do now. It's kind of a trope that's wore thin on me at this point. Like
it just comes across as like childish, I guess.
Well, coming from even like the girl pop year that last year was, most of those were just that too. Like especially.
I guess that's like just how you deliver it though, because it's like
This came out like a week from Sabrina Carpenter's No One.
I had my issues with like those kind of songs on Short and Sweet.
Yeah.
But it's like it's just how you pull it off. Like
Man's Best Friend is also that again. Yeah. It kind of also just feels like Short and Sweet B-sides. But yeah, Short and Sweet's better.
I was gonna say Queen Air actually like does something different with like the folky guitar in it. That's like the one song on here that's
okay. Yeah.
Like isn't
the one that sounds like country.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say it's like I don't know if I like it or not, but because I don't really like country music, but it's like different because it's not relying on the piano and her voice.
Me and Timmy always having the fight back and forth on who's gonna have the most country song that we do on here. Because it was like the Sabrina Carpenter stuff, this one, and like I had all the Aaron West songs that sounded like country songs. Blah.
Yeah. So I gave Bewitched a 7. I'll give this a 5.
I don't remember what I gave Bewitched, but I would give this slightly more. Let's just say I gave it a 5. I'll go like 5.5.
You couldn't have just made it.
No. No easy scores.
I mean, it's 5.25.
What did you give it?
5.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's just not insulting. It's not bad. If you for some reason it's the first time you've listened to us and you made it this far in this video, our scale is basically like a 5 is a thing that exists. Anything under we didn't really like. Anything above we did.
Yeah. Pretty much. A 5's not like a bad score.
5 is just
like
music.
Like the internet would have you believe, but it's just like it's alright. Like may or may not go back to.
Yeah, this is interesting. The thing about the pic, their little picture at the top has somebody wearing a hoodie that I own.
Oh. All right, so we will have 3 albums next week or next episode.
We should also have 3 hosts unless something pops up.
But yeah, you're gonna let people know what Ulysses is picking.
Yeah, he is going to do kind of a callback to our another episode. That's how you can tell that Ulysses has been following us this whole time. Or just being the guy following the book club nature that we do here. His pick is Favorite Worst Nightmare by Arctic Monkeys.
Oh.
Because he's been telling us to listen to that since we did Arctic Monkeys and got...
Since he got mad at us for not like...
Where I said...
Loving whatever people say I am.
When Ulysses started following us is because we did Arctic Monkeys. He's like, oh, you guys are covering Arctic Monkeys, and he's followed us ever since.
Yeah.
And they actually followed along. And he quite likes them.
So what you're saying is this next video we're about to get a bunch of... We're about to get dislike bombed.
We did also have Timmy say that he doesn't like British people last time.
Well, he's no longer here, so...
But as soon as he picked it, I was like, oh. It's like, yeah, you are our fan. We're inviting a fan onto the podcast.
Okay, do you want me to go, or do you want to do your pick?
I can. I'm going to do a similar thing to last time, or just a smaller band. They're not as small, but yeah, it's still in the hundreds of monthly listeners. But it's a band called Sound of a Smirk. It's their album that came out this year called Awaken Asleep. Their little picture the guy has I just want to sell at my funeral shirt.
Oh.
Hey, Rev, what's up?
We're almost done.
We're almost done, Rev girl. Give me just a sec.
Okay, and I am I'm
What, Rev? Rev, just give us 1 second. I know, just 1 more minute, Rev. We're finishing up.
We're almost done.
Give her a sec. Now she's walking back down the hallway.
Alright. So I am breaking my rule.
Finally?
Yeah. Because
Ulysses just did it for you.
Well, I didn't pick it though.
We've been doing this for like almost 3 years, and you've never picked the same artist.
I'm breaking my rule because we may or may not be seeing them. So if we are seeing them, then I want you to be familiar with the new material. If not, it's still a good, like, I can't lose on this album.
Yeah.
Like, it's like we're listening to Hyper Youth by Joey Valance and Bray.
Okay.
So
fun. Yeah, if you want to know a Spotify listener count before we go into this one, Sound of a Smirk has like 200, I think. It's still really small.
All right, I'll add them in the car on the way.
I bought records from one of the band members from this band on a Facebook Marketplace vinyl selling group. I'll have to go back in our messages and find out which one. But they were also selling their first album called Grow Apart. He was just like, hey, by the way, I also have my own band and we are selling our own thing if you want to add that to it. And I was like, you know what, why not? And that's how I found them. As then I bought the guy's record from him. But not this one either, though. This is their newer one. Their last one came out in 2017, so there's an 8-year gap. But yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for being a part of another round.
Yeah.
Come back in 3 weeks for another episode with a slightly different format yet again. Really just different people. And if you guys want to like suggest stuff,
yeah, comment below like something we should listen to. We'll take it into consideration for sure.
We do this because we like listening to new music. So like,
and new as in like we don't know it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, well, sometimes we do. Like I've made Tristan listen to Joey Valance before, but
yeah. Or even albums we just both know.
Right.
But it's fun going back.
For the most part, we like to discover like what each person's listening to. Or
I've never listened to a full Ozzy album. If I ever did, I'd probably like it.
I've listened to, like, if you're counting Black Sabbath, I've listened to Paranoid, and I think that's it. Like, as far as like a full length album.
It's like, as while we're here sitting here as talking about music, I haven't heard everything. I haven't heard things that like people should hear.
I mean, it's like that's impossible. You can't hear everything.
Especially now. I think like there was some kind of stat that came out the other day where it was saying that more songs came out in one day this year than it did in like the entire year of like 1970 something. Okay. Be a part of the podcast, Rev.
How?
You can say goodbye to everybody. Come here.
Where are you going?
Just, there's a camera.
Just say bye to the mirror. Like wave bye.
Rev girl, come here. I'll show you. You know how you like say cheese and smile at cameras and stuff? There's a camera on my phone right there. That's recording us. And then we put it on the internet, and then Nana sees it. And all your friends see it, and then they go, ooh, we see Rev. Rev's in this video. And they get excited, and they give us likes. And they go, ooh, we like seeing Rev. Do you understand?
I don't.
Hey, Rev girl, what's your favorite song?
Downstairs.
Downstairs?
Yeah.
Who's that by?
Josh and Tyler.
Josh and Tyler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh and Tyler.
Oh, I don't know them. Maybe we'll have to listen to them.
We took her to see 21 Pilots.
Oh, I do know them. Never mind.
We taught her their names, and they're not 21 Pilots, they're Josh and Tyler. She's been asking about how many babies they have, and they're big fans.
What's your other favorite song?
Do you have another favorite song?
Really no favorite song.
You quite like Please, Please, Please.
But you and downstairs.
And then Downstairs. You like those two songs?
Yeah.
It's on the new album. It's a fun time. I don't know why she likes it so much, why that's the one she's gravitating towards, but it's fun.
Alright.
But
That'll do it.
see ya.